My earliest memory is 5 or 6. I was in backstage getting ready to go on, scared out of my mind. I always had very bad stage fright. And I remember going out, there was a large stage with hundreds of people, so it was pretty terrifying. But once I got out there, I was pretty comfortable. I think I always knew that the entertainment industry, music, acting, whatever, dancing, it was always something that was a part of my life, and I knew it would always be. I just didn't know where I was going to focus. Well, that was really exciting, and it was an honor to work with Diana Ross, and we had a great time. It was a lot of hard work. Probably the most scary part was actually interviewing for Radio City Music Hall, but once that was done, it was a lot of fun. We just had a blast. Well, this has to do with introverts and extroverts, and I was an introvert. So when you have an extrovert, what do? As soon as a camera comes on, they light up, they say, I'm ready for my profile, where the introvert goes, and they kind of sink in. And that was my personality as an introvert. So I struggled with being on stage. I struggled with the anxiety and the stress of it. And so when I hit my 30s, I started getting really bad stage fright again. So I started getting panic attacks. So the doctor prescribed Xanax, and I was like, this is just not healthy. I really need to find an avenue that I can, work this and do it without causing stress to my body and anxiety and all of that. Most of my stress was coming from performing, but I loved music. When I'm in the studio recording songs, I had no trouble at all. It was just getting up on those stages. And so I started to pivot. I was in the studio working with recording an original song, and the owner of the studio said, have you ever considered audio engineering? And I thought, that's a great idea. So I went back to school, got my degree in audio engineering, and went to LA and got an internship at the bakery with Andy Waterman, and got to work with Snoop Dogg and Wanji and a lot of other singers out there. And it was a lot of fun, but you get locked in the studio. When you have a movie that they're doing, you can't leave. They say you have to stay overnight, which is not conducive for a single parent. And I know music school opened up across the street, which I've always taught voice and piano, but I just did it for fun. I never thought of it as a career. So when I came to LA, a lot of vocal coaches were there, and I thought, I never realized this was a viable business. And so I went into this school, and she said to me, when can you start? And I'm like, well, she said, how about tomorrow? And I thought, well, I can work my gym hour, the operations part of the gym. During the day, I just go in early, and then I can go to the school and teach. And the next day I did that, and it was like taking a hot bath. And I was like, I love this. I love this so much. And so I wound up quitting my job at Total Women's Gym, went over there, built up a clientele really fast, and realized, you know what, I can do this on my own. I have an MBA. Why do I need to work at a school? So I started Michelle Ostrove Vocal and Piano Studio, and started working with these kids, and kind of thought out of the box as far as the studio was concerned, and started putting them in all these festivals and shows, and we just had a great time. And I created this Mo Music Girl Squad, and they would all get up there and individually sing these songs, and they just had the best time. And a lot of them turned out to be amazing people in the music industry. I've got McKenna Grace I worked with, DiMartino, she is now a producer at Sony Studios. Ella Oliveras, she's a recording artist for pop music. I've got Coco Higa, who is R&B, and just a lot of these kids have just grown up to be amazing artists. That was really difficult because something's got to give. And unfortunately, I was not able to spend the time I wanted to with the girls, so they probably the ones that suffered the most. Not that they suffered, because they're both amazing adults, successful. I love them to death. I'm very proud of them. But they didn't get as much attention as if I were, a married person having the help from a spouse. So it was difficult. I really focused on what made me happy, what I wanted to bring to the world, and I really love making a difference in other people's lives. And that's what working with these kids with music really just inspired me. I had one grandmother that came to me, brought her grandchild, and her grandchild was going through some things. She was in high school, and within a year, her whole personality changed, and she wound up going off to college. The grandmother brings me second grandchild and said, I just want you to know that my older grandchild that was with you was suicidal when she came to you. And she's actually come around, and she's doing amazingly well, and she's in college. Those kind of things inspire me. Those kind of things drive me to want to do better and to be a better vocal coach and to work with them, because when they have confidence, they can go through anything in life as long as they have confidence in themselves. And it's the inner part that's what I really focus on now. What am I bringing into the world? Is it love and light? Is it, confidence? Or, I don't want the negativity. And so that's what a 40s and above does for you.